Spencer was in the boardroom, but I do know that she was in the hospital.
Maxie, it's me again. You need to call me as soon as you get this message. If Kate fires me, she fires you too, and I'm really sorry, but I think that I got myself fired. Look, when Carly and Kate were going at it, I tried to defuse the situation, but I think that I made things worse. I listened to Carly instead of Kate, and I've driven myself home. If you get this message and you go back into the office, you can show Kate how super efficient and loyal you are, and you can probably save your job. Do you get this, Maxie? I am not in the office, okay? The phones are going to voicemail. You know how Kate feels about voicemail, so if you get this message, go back into work ASAP.
Is everything all right?
No, nothing is all right. I did something really stupid at work. It doesn't even matter because I don't really want a job at work, but I feel bad. I can't take it easy.
All right, fine. When you're done ranting, feel free to open your present.
Present? Johnny, why are you getting me gifts when you don't have a job?
How do you know that?
I didn't want to get in. I didn't even want to fight about this.
No. You've been checking up on me? What, did you call the hospital to see how my interview went? Because that's exactly...
You left your cell phone, okay? So I called Epiphany to ask her to tell you, and she told me you didn't get the job, and then 2 seconds later you walk in and have a big, stupid grin on your face, and you said that you did. So, you lied to me. Why the hell would you do that? I thought that we were supposed to be honest with one another. Isn't that the point of us being together?
Hey, Lulu, you want honest? I can't find a job. This economy sucks. I got a high school diploma and a last name that's synonymous with crime, corruption, and murder. Now, I can start filling out job applications with the name John Smith on them, but that just delays the inevitable. It gives me a secret, something I have to jump through hoops of fire to hide, when in the end, it's just gonna come out anyway. Secrets always do. No matter how hard you try to bury them, they're waiting for you like a landmine, ready to blow your life apart.
Sorry, but your problem is not your name, it's that you're arrogant. Why would anyone want to hire you when you think you're better than the people that you're working for? Yes.
I think I'm better?
Yes.
Lulu, my father is clinically insane. He shot my mother in front of my face. He's tortured my sister so that she's practically almost as insane as he is, and then he sold her off to his worst enemy without a second thought. That's my family, Lulu. That's where I come from. It's not better. It's a train wreck that has no end, and I was delusional to think I could get away from it in the first place.
Stop blaming your family for your mistakes. Look, I get the Zakaras are bad, okay? The Spencers suck too. I mean, my dad may not be crazy, but he isn't what you would call devoted. He was never around when I was a kid, and I hardly see him today. But guess what? I went out and got a job.
Yeah, so true. You know, it must be difficult that such a go-getter like you has a deadbeat for a boyfriend.
Oh, wow. That's not what I meant, and you know it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Forget the present. It's a stupid, empty, pathetic gesture. At least it's returnable. Some money for the rent.
You don't have to do that.
I can't live off you, Lulu.
You're not living off of me.
Just take it, please.
I know that I made it sound like I thought it was your fault that you couldn't get a job.
It is my fault.
I was overreacting because I think that I got fired today, okay? And I'm mad at myself, and I took it out on you, and I'm really sorry.
It's okay. Everything you said was right. It's true. I'm arrogant. I'm used to having people do for me. I got no interest in doing anything for them. Better yet, I got no interest in sucking up to them or saying the right thing. So, yeah, I'm unemployable. But that's my fault, not my family's.
Well, the good news is Carly will give us a job at the hotel. She's already given us enough money to cover this month's rent, too.
Forget that.
Carly is my cousin, and she just wants to help.
Okay, Lulu, you are free to take anything you want from Carly, but you can't.
This makes no sense.
Not to you, it doesn't. But you didn't grow up in my home, so let me lay it out for you. Sonny,
please don't get condescending with me. Look, my father was in the mob too, and I have known Sonny almost all of my life.
No, Sonny, Lulu. You don't. You know the face that he shows you, the part that he plays for you, but you don't look closer to see what he does. And trust me, you got no clue how he actually does it.
Well, that's interesting because I thought you would be grateful considering he stopped your father from framing you with a little help from me and my dad. And that's when it started.
When what started?
You being fine for a couple of days and then you're dark and moody and you're acting like I've done something so completely unforgivable. Just tell me, what did I do? What did I do other than try and help you with my dad and Sonny?
Leave your dad out of this. I respect Luke. Sometimes I actually think he gets me more than you do. Look, Lulu, your father's got nothing invested in changing me.
Neither do I.
Yes, you do. You want me to be this easygoing guy. Not angry, not entitled, okay? And most of all, you want me to be grateful, willing to accept help from Sonny and Carly, but I can't because things have happened between me and them that make it next to impossible for me to accept anything from them ever.
You don't want any help from Sonny. That's fine. I think it's great that you don't want to be a part of the mob. I think it's an awful, disgusting place where people kill for money and innocent people like Michael Corinthos get shot.
Just shut up.
What?
I told you to shut up because you got no idea what you're talking about. Lou, we were together the night that Michael got shot. You remember that? And I told you then, the mob poisons and destroys anything and everything it touches. All that garbage about honor and code is a lie. There's no honor. There's just frickin' greed. And there's no code. You kill anyone who gets in your way. And if a little kid happens to take a bullet in the head, so be it. Sonny knew that. Carly didn't. Michael didn't. And he had no right to drag them into the cesspool where he lives.
Why are you so angry about? What does this have to do with us?
Nothing. Everything!
My God, you are not your family and you are not responsible for what they've done.
What about what I've done?
What have you done? What have you done? Tell me.
You know what, Lulu? This is a really nice apartment. It suits you. And so does your job at Crimson or the job at the hotel that Carly's gonna give you. You belong there. I don't. I was lying to both of us when I said I could make this work.
Where are you going?
Away!